up, guys? It's Jameson from Elite Action Joe Studios here with some homeless guy I found. Say hello, homeless guy.
Hello, homeless guy. Oh boy, with the fun we have here at Elite Action Joe Studios. Well, we have fun today because we've been in a big discussion. Now, this is our question and answer part 2, and it's not going to be as long as the last one. I know we stretched it long. We had a lot of great questions. What?
Well, that's to be seen, considering the subject matter.
Yeah, that's true. We could run long. Never mind. But it's only one question. So how long could it be? Well, the question comes from one of my heroes, Tom, at SpiderMonkeyFilms.
An absolute legend. And
it was a bonus question. It wasn't even his regular questions. We covered his regular question and other ones. His bonus question, however. And you guys, I want you to think about this. For those people who follow SpiderMonkeyFilms and his wonderful G.I. Joe Super Show, his bonus question is, what is your favorite episode? You tell us yours in the comments. And if you don't subscribe to Tom, go over there, subscribe now, and then beat your head on the wall and be ashamed of yourself for being so far behind the curve on the greatest show ever to grace the internet or television.
It's really disappointing if you're not.
That being
really
said,
be ashamed.
So the bonus question was, what's your favorite episode of SpiderMonkeyFilms? And I looked at my son and I said, gee, I don't know.
This is a trick question.
And he said, well, you've watched them all like 40 times. He goes, and I've watched them all like almost that many times. And I said, but I can't pick one. So
it's like picking a favorite child.
So we got some popcorn and we had a marathon. Woohoo! And as we went, we made some notes, and because we really wanted, like, it's so hard, you can't pick one. Now, you might think, well, geez, maybe it's one of the great stop motions that he did. And it's funny because we're filming this after he had asked the Axis for some comments and suggestions on his channel. And Jameson's a big Lego guy, so a lot of the stop motions are Lego, a lot are action figure. And so we're like, hey, we like the way it stands. Let's do all stop motion. But
yeah, bringing everyone
because it's neat. Now, if you just focus though on G.I. Joe, so I wore my Special Adventure Team sweatshirt. If you just follow the Joe ones, if you only want to see the Joe ones, it's nice to point out something here about SpiderMonkeyFilms. You ever go back and you see one of your favorite actors on some show from like 20 years ago and you're like, oh my god, I never knew they made a cameo in there. Well, it's interesting to remember that on SpiderMonkeyFilms there were some stop motions by TAR Productions, Outback Stew, Cobra Lang. That is probably Adam saying what day it is. Sorry, I should have turned that off. Anyways, I
guess it's business related. Also,
it's actually, I don't even know what it is. It's like junk mail or something, which I usually don't get. Also, Poplocks 4583.
Yes, the Poplocks 4583.
His stop motion was on there, and he had 1 subscriber at the time.
Probably us.
I think it was us. At least I hope it was. Also, a little channel we like to call Elite Action Joe Studios was featured, and at the time they only had 21 subscribers. So you can see that this isn't just an awesome show. It's a place for people to spread their wings and fly. I just came up with that. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
huh?
Pretty good. I'd say you're riffing.
Yeah, I'm on a roll here. That's what Spider Monkey does to me, man. I get all like...
Yeah. It gets warm and fuzzy.
But all those people that you guys might follow, all didn't start off there, but that helped boost their careers.
Yeah, it was a good,
so to speak.
It was a good platform to start from.
So we went through, and we kind of tried to just narrow it down.
It's more of like a tier list we'll have to go with, kind of like...
So you had 3. This was one of yours, correct?
Yep.
So, like I said, we did a lot of notes. I got 4 pages of notes because that's how important this topic is to me. So, it's funny because one of Jay's favorites was...
It was episode 20 where he voices the astronaut.
Which was awesome. And one of my favorites was number 21, where Jameson voices the Russian character. So that was kind of cool. We also both split. Now, of course, you're going to say, oh, that's just because you were on it. Well, number 16.
Yeah.
And we were on that. That was our jump off where we submitted our, what was it?
SWAT assault.
I couldn't remember.
That's where all the views came from on it, obviously.
Right. And so that was awesome. But it wasn't just that. As Jay says, it was a double feature because
you get more bang for your buck, and you get to see, Land Adventure basically dying after eating some poison berries.
Yeah, it's hysterical. We won't give it away in case some of you people are done banging your head on the wall and are just subscribing. You might want to jump over there because it's hysterical. It's one of the ones I laugh completely out loud. Now, I also really enjoyed the first episode because you really you get into that thing a couple seconds and your mind is like,
yeah, you hit the ground running.
You're just like, no, all right, this guy is funny. This guy knows how to be funny because it's none of this touchy-feely new stuff where you don't want to offend or hurt feelings or make sure you're on the borderline of it's just funny stuff. Good old-fashioned humor, and I laughed so hard the first time I watched it, and then that was it. I was hooked, and I binged everything, and I haven't missed an episode since. So it's always fun to just go back and watch that first one for me. I'll be honest, some days, and I told Tom this, I think, if I'm having a crap day, which I've had a lot of in the past few months since the old wing, some days if I get down and I'm depressed and I just feel like crap because of everything going on in the world and with my wife being ill and me being out of commission, the best thing, man, I randomly pick an episode of SpiderMonkey stuff, and the G.I. Joe Super Show is like,
it's phenomenal.
It's incredible.
Incomparable.
Now you had another one that you wanted to mention.
Oh yeah, the episode 2 and 3, just because the way that they're going back and forth with the Adventure Team attorney and the amount of excess cursing.
Yeah, he loves the attorney. As soon as I asked him the question, he goes, I don't know, maybe the one with us, but where did the attorney first come on? That was real early, and so that's why we binge watched it and got some popcorn, and he said, yeah, this is it's funny. You guys, do yourselves a favor too, if you haven't watched some of them in a while, just pick a night and just sit
watch
down
them all
and watch them run together. You know, it's hysterical. We are also fond, of course, of number 32, which was when he mentions how far will Joe go, and dubs the name Traveling Joe, which stuck really, really well. And he gets to be on the show and fill in for the missing commander. That was also very funny. But I mean, there's so many. I made this huge list of possible favorites, but like literally, I have my notebook here. If I can.
There's not a single one you could say anything
bad
about.
I have 1, 2, 3 complete pages of notes, and then I might have scribbled some of the fourth, but I can't separate it. But I had like just little like reminders. But like number 3 with the attorney. Number 6 I love because it was the beginning of one of the funniest thing, I think. It was the beginning of, and you could take that to the bank. That one cracked me up every time.
Oh, the next one.
Number 8 was hysterical because it's the Sea Adventures apology for using a very, very foul word. So if you forget what that one is, I won't get into it, but go back to number 8 and watch the apology from the Sea Adventure for his language.
Be wary anytime you see the Sea Adventure on that show.
Yeah, if you see, normally if Emma's in the room, I'm not too concerned until I'll see the Sea Adventure and bam!
Flash her red hair.
And I'll say, honey, you gotta leave the room. She's like, okay. But also number 14, I think. I can't read my writing there. I think it was 14. Yeah, the 14 is really cool too because he incorporates the man of action trying to shoot his own stop motion within the stop motion that he's shooting.
Tiny little stormtrooper thing.
It's amazing. Like I don't even know. It's awesome. It's just awesome. No, it wasn't a stormtrooper. That was another part.
No,
it was a little green.
Oh, that's right. It's a stick bot.
Yeah, the stick bot. Yeah, what was the?
I thought he was at another point was doing this little stop motion with this little stormtrooper like you'd have on the commander's shelf.
What was that from?
Maybe it was just like.
But no, that was it was the stick bot. That's
right. It was a green stick bot.
Number 30, which was a Christmas special where he did the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm gonna run through them real quick. No, I'm not, because you need to go watch it. It's so funny.
He juked you.
And then, of course, number 27. Number 27 was
that's right.
almost on our list because it's when Yuri commandeers Jameson. They take over our show, and then we therefore supersede the G.I. Joe Super Show. We knock it off the air because Yuri took over our channel. I mean, if that's not classic, it's not as funny, but it's classic.
It's classic. Most because it's me talking back and forth with myself.
Yeah, that was clever because Jay literally was Yuri, the Russian
Yuri
guy, and himself in 1/6 scale, talking to. So he had to talk to himself back and forth, changing. He did a fantastic job. If you haven't seen that one, jump over. That was 27. Yeah, 27. But yeah, they all like this. All of them
they have their own
potential to be number one. Yeah. That's the problem.
They all stand out. They all have their own unique humor to it.
They had the one where they had played an original Joe commercial, and they had the original talking commander, and they had a question and answer with him, which was funny because this is our question and answer. But they'd ask him the two commanders would ask the original talking commander a question, and the Mr. Hand would pull the string, and whatever he answered was the answer to the question.
Isn't that a perfect metaphor for this Super Show? Yeah, Mr. Hand is pulling all the strings.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's amazing, and I mean, I could go through all of them, but if you haven't seen them and you're that deprived in your life, because I couldn't imagine life without my kids, coffee, and the G.I. Joe Super Show. Oh, and my wife. I better say my wife.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but then I was hoping you'd remember.
When I say my kids, I assume most people who have a wife and kids understand that if you have kids, you probably have a wife, unless you bought them somewhere.
Unless you just kidnapped them.
Yeah. So
why would you do that?
So when I say my kids, I mean my family, and which includes my wife
and coffee.
Sorry, let me just get out of trouble. Love you, sweetie. You look great. I know you're down, not feeling well, but you still look beautiful. Okay. Thanks. Okay. All right.
Save.
So yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's all kinds. There's a John Wayne voice in one. There's a Mego Bruce Wayne pops up. That's in the one with Pop Locks. If you guys haven't checked that out. In 18, he continues to talk about the elite action team taking down bad guys. It's just, I'm done with the notes because we're going to wrap it up. But yeah, this really sparked a big conversation and
a marathon.
And a marathon and some popcorn. And then it's funny because then just the other day, after we decided to make this a second part to that, Tom reached out to the Axis and asked, what our thoughts were the show, if he should make any changes. Listen, Tom, this is from our heart. We love your show. We love the Super Show. It's whatever you decide to do, you'll never lose us as followers. As long as the Super Show continues, we will be watching.
Absolutely.
If you decide to cut back on, Lego ones, or and just focus on Joe, or if you just keep taking all stop motion, which I think is probably a good idea,
because then it just broadens it to everyone.
Like you said, you showcase them because the artistic, endeavor that it is to do stop motion.
It just takes so much time and effort.
That appreciation, and that's what you said. You said, well, I know I want to showcase these guys because that's what. And maybe just cut back. Maybe try and find more guys that are, G.I. Joe, and rotate them in. But whatever you do, man, you got a fantastic product. So follow your heart, follow your vision and just keep
follow
it up.
the money.
Yeah, follow the money. That'd be great. He should be making money doing
No,
this.
seriously, he really should.
I mean, we should call some TV execs. Like,
I mean, with the way Netflix is now, he could probably get on there.
oh, your show's better than anything I've seen on Netflix the entire, like, all through COVID. Like,
yes, but everyone has Netflix, so
everybody does have Netflix.
So it's perfect.
Where's that G.I. Joe attorney?
I know.
We're going to have one of our guys call the attorney.
We have to have our guys contact your guys.
Get, let's see, where did you go? Get you out real quick, just so I can have a talk with you. Hey, Jameson, I need you to get on the phone and call the G.I. Joe attorney and have him call you, and you guys have a meeting. Take a meeting, see if we can get this on Netflix. There you go. Okay. So we got the ball rolling, Tom. We'll do what we can. But I don't think we ran too long. Can you see the time on that?
So far we're at 16 minutes.
That's longer than I thought it would be, but that's what happens when you get.
That's actually a lot shorter than I was expecting, to be honest.
But so we're going to cut it there because we don't want to, I know the last one was a little long, but we had a lot of great questions. And the great things about this question and answer, it always sparks some conversation in the comments, and then the axis starts bouncing around the phone, and it's fun. It's fun for us. It's something I can do sitting here with my gimped arm, and so because we can't do a whole lot of other things right now. But we're going to try and get back to it here in a little bit. I'm starting to get a little more mobility and whatnot, and so hopefully we'll be back to it. But we're going to continue this for a little bit because everybody has made good comments. So please leave us some more questions down below, underneath, and by the
all the like, comment, sharing, and subscribing, all
that good stuff. Mostly subscribe and comment because we love comments. I love comments. But and to the Axis, we got a new challenge from Paul Knapp, who challenged the Axis to make some custom boxes that he's sending out, which is going to be fun because, you know, our Travel and Joe, How Far Will Joe Go, just ended. Congratulations to Harold Ellis on that. And everybody's ready for something new, so that's going to give us something cool. So thank you, Paul Knapp. Check out his channel if you haven't. If you look way back on his, he does some really cool Mark stuff, and I watched him a long time ago, and then somehow, I don't know, we've been having problems with people or
sometimes
YouTube knocking
it seems like
our subscriptions
what
off.
we've subscribed to is just not there.
But anyways, so thanks again to Paul Knapp. We're excited for that, and so is the entire group of guys at the Axis. Awesome. So on that, Tom, this entire segment was for you. You keep doing what you're doing.
You're doing a great job.
Because no matter how much work it takes, you'll always have at least 2 guys watching it every time you put something out. And we may not be important people,
but we are people nonetheless.
And we have feelings.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally.
But we do. We love you, Tom. We love your show, and
it's the best.
We just want it to continue in any form you continue to do it in. We will be there, and I know the Axis will, and I know there's a lot of other guys out there that love your show, and we look forward to getting that call if the astronaut ever comes to Earth, or if you bring in some Russians, or we can do a British guy. What else you got in your repertoire? You do a German.
Yeah, sorta. Sometimes.
Yeah, but whatever you need, we're there. We'll do voices. I'll send Jameson up if you need him to do the stuff where you said it's getting harder to get up and down off the ground. That's the way I am, but that's that's the way we shoot them now. But Jay can come over, spend a month or 2 with you, get 4 or 5 wrapped up, put it in the can.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Just sit around, drink coffee, wait for you to get back. I guess take a little break.
Oh yeah, like you need the break.
Anyways, we always get off track. But Tom, this segment was for you. We love you. Keep up the good work. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to it, we feel sorry for you, but go do it because you will appreciate it and you will thank us later.
We'll appear in your room at night otherwise.
As you're peeing your pants from laughter, you'll be like, oh, those guys in the Lead Action Show just, oh God. But I can't imagine anybody that's not subscribed to them.
I know. That'd be just so silly.
As a matter of fact, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez just got married. I don't know if you knew that. I sent them a card with a gift in it, and the gift was the YouTube channel.
Ah, so it's just like
yeah,
like
so
a card with a
they
link to
open
it.
it and they think they're getting like $1 million from like Bradley Cooper or some other idiot, I don't know. And they go, oh, what is this? And then Ben's like, I don't know, honey, let's check it out. It's on YouTube. And then he goes to reach for the remote, and she slaps his hand. You know, women always take your remote. And then they turn it on, and then they laugh so hard. Ben Affleck goes, hey, I bet Matt Damon will make a movie about this. And then there you go. See, I'm always thinking. We're always trying to get...
who you address the gift from.
Oh, from the G.I. Joe Commanders.
That'll do
With
it.
a little thing from the G.I. Joe Attorney.
Good.
Because, you know.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case. Covering our bases. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this SpiderMonkeyFilms G.I. Joe Super Show
Review...
question and answer special. And that's all we have to say. And unlike the last one where we discussed the stupid left-handed salute, and then for some ungodly reason I lifted my arm up and went, ah! But I held before and then I saw when I watched the playback, he had to make a comment on the little texting thing. He's like, oh, yeah, look at him, dumbass. But anyway. All right, so this time we're just saluting without a big, in case I goof up again. It's just habit, you know?
And now some sort of handed salute.
Right, here we go.
Until the next
Till the
one.
next one.